Welcome, I'm Tyler, and this is episode number 4 of your Washington Nationals and our franchise. So, last episode, we did the drafts, and spoiler alert, this was our first pick. Benito Moreno has potential to be a superstar for us. Should be able to hold down third base pretty good. It'll take maybe a year or two to get up to the level of the MLB, and then once he's here, he should do great things. He could DH for us, but I would like for him to end up being third base. Stephen French was the second pick for us, switch hitting center fielder, has some decent wheels, could maybe steal a few bags for us, has potential just up there like Benito. Then our next few picks were kind of bad. Jimmy Moore has potential to be in our rotation in the MLB, which that's not that bad for us. J Sivers was someone we picked on a whim. He has wheels. He has an arm. I mean, that's kind of the main thing. He has wheels and can throw hard. Anthony Batista has potential to be alright, has a lot of stamina, so that's his upside. He has decent velo, decent break, needs to work on his per nines if he wants to have any chance of being in the MLB level. And then Doug Floyd is worse than him, and he might be in the minors for the rest of his career, but there's always that chance. Quick look at All-Star voting has Juan Soto being first, and then most of our other guys aren't really that close. And then I took a quick look at the MLB awards, and Juan Soto was in the lead for the batting title, followed by Josh Bell, who has been really showing out for us actually. Garcia is doing alright. Alcides Escobar is doing okay. He had that one homer for us. Juan Soto's hitting 329, 10 homers, 33 RBIs. Josh Bell has 39 RBIs, 12 home runs, 327 batting average. So they're kind of fighting between each other to see who's the best here. Nelson Cruz apparently has gotten the most at-bats out of all of them, hitting 223, 15 homers. He's getting worse. This will probably be his last year in the MLB, so we'll have to find some sort of replacement for him. Cesar Hernandez doing alright on power numbers, decent on RBIs, 260. Yadiel Hernandez is struggling a big amount, so we're going to try to look to replace him. I would say with Lane Thomas, but the hitting numbers just aren't there. So he's doing alright, but that's mostly versus lefties. So we're gonna have to try to find maybe we bring up Alec Thomas to replace Yadiel next season. Keibert Ruiz, he's improving a decent amount. If you look at his hitting numbers, they're going up by 3 or 2, and then +1 and everywhere else, including fielding and vision. So he's already up 2 overall from when the season started. Victor Robles still improving, and the hitting statistics and the fielding statistics. So I think that's yeah, I think we're doing great with everybody here. And so with all that being said, I think we're ready to get into a game here against the Baltimore Orioles. Josiah Gray, we just used him in our last full game, so I'm gonna avoid using him. And we are going to, I don't know what starter we're gonna use, but I'm gonna go ahead and see here. We have Strasburg available. We have Corbin. We have Joe Ross. And I think this is who we're going to pitch with. I think we're going to pitch with Joe Ross. He's our second best pitcher on the staff at the time of this video. He's been pitching pretty well, just under a 3 ERA. I think he's been getting bailed out by the fielding independent of pitching. I mean, because that metric probably shows that he's not hitting that well. His whip is slightly below average, or slightly below what his average normally is. And with all that, I think we're ready to get into this game. I'm going to move, since we're going up against a righty, I'm going to put, let's see what we do here. So we're going to do Soto up to the 2, Bell 3, Cruz 4, and then we're going to move Cesar to the 5, and that's what we're going to roll with. Keybert's still hitting good. I think eventually I'm going to move him up the lineup, but right now I think these two are a decent punchback here and should do decent things. Okay, so we're here at the start of this game. We should be better than the Orioles. We barely beat them in record. And I think we have the better team. This guy has a big group of pitches. I think I held up there. Oh, they called that a strike? Ah. Oh, perfect. Luis Garcia's on that. That's in the gap. There should be 2. Okay, we're turning for second. So if y'all noticed, we did drop to 5th in the NL East. So we're going to be speeding by this season because there's not really too much good that's going to be happening out of this. So, yeah, year 1's going to be... Oh, Juan Soto. Don't leave that to Soto. That's in the gap. Again. To the same spot on the wall. Soto's going to be running first, and we're going to get a run on the board immediately. Jordan Lyles is not ready for the Washington Nationals. Okay, let's see what he throws now. He may be a little scared. I messed up with my base running. But that somehow ends up with 2 runners on base. I wasn't meant to be moving, but I was. And now we have Cesar Hernandez with 2 runners on, 1 out situation. Oh, Alcides puts one in play. That's down the line. He's going for 2. We're going to keep our runners at second and third. So like I was saying before, a 1-run lead is not that bad. But now it's 2. So Alcides Escobar comes up clutch, puts one down the line, and now we bring up Yadiel Hernandez. And Lyles is definitely shook here. That one hit way up in the zone. Not even close. And he is already getting rocked in this first inning. And Yadiel is on that. PCI is pretty well placed. It's carrying. And he does not get there. I think this is my reason to turn up the batting difficulty to Hall of Fame. And Keibert Ruiz puts one down the line, and that's foul. Oh no. Keibert Ruiz gets one up top, rolls over. And that'll be the end of the first, and I think we've almost gone through the order with everyone except for Victor Robles. Oh, and this is another one up the middle, but Cesar cannot get to it. So that allows a runner on base. Joe Ross, he is someone that I'm not very sure of in terms of their future on the team. Just because I don't really know. Oh, we get a runner. Good throw from Keibert, and he's hosed. I wasn't expecting that, but that runner's pretty fast, and he tried going immediately and just got thrown out by Keibert with an amazing throw and a very small pop time. We're going to see if he gets tested. And he does, right down the middle. And he does not sit on that. He takes that, drives that a little bit to the gap, not really, but that is a single and a strong leadoff one from a hitter that is in the 9-hole for a reason. I mean, let's be honest. Okay, we bring up Luis Garcia, pretty young player on our team. That one was way up and in. Thought it was a little less so. And that one smashed. Luis Garcia might have ripped the leather off that ball. And now he goes off speed, and Soto is in his head. 2-2 count for Soto. Very disciplined at the plate. And that one's crushed. No, that's not getting caught. That's gone. Soto's leaving the yard. And the boos from the Baltimore crowd only ignites Juan Soto. See you later is the call. Juan Soto. 110 off the bat. Can't really get any better than that. Taking a look with show vision. He goes opposite field again. That's the beauty of Soto, is that he's able to just push the balls over to opposite field. And that is the day for Jordan Lyles. So he went a whole 1 inning. He didn't even get it out this inning so far. So he went 1 inning exactly. I'm pretty sure Josh Bell is one of the few players on this team who hasn't gotten a hit so far, but that changes with a single to the center fielder. For some reason or another, I'm not able to really hit very well with Nelson Cruz. He's a very power-oriented guy. And he puts one up the middle. And that sneaks through for a single. So now we have Josh Bell and Nelson Cruz on base. That one probably should not have snuck through, but it did. Okay, now Cesar Hernandez. We got 2-1, no out still. And that one was another fastball up, and that's deep. Cedric Mullins has to jump for it, and it's gone! And the offensive onslaught continues. Cesar Hernandez hits one dead center. See you later. I don't know what to expect. That one went 404, and he got all of that. That was just enough to clear the wall. Cedric Mullins tried his best Mike Trout impression there, trying to rob it, and just came up a little bit short. That one almost went into his glove. If that's 403, that might not have been out. And now we got to go to Austin Hayes because we're down 3-1. And he hits Austin Hayes and gets an echo of boos from the Baltimore crowd. We have the bases loaded for Rougned Odor, and I'm pretty sure he's hit a few homers so far. He hit 12 already on the season. We need a double play ball badly. Or if we can get a strikeout, that would be amazing. Circle change, down. See if Hebert can hold on to this one. And he can't, but he's able to get in front of it, block it. And we're able to keep the people where they are. Slider in. Well placed, but it sneaks through the infield. Yadiel Hernandez needs a good throw, and it's a perfect one. On target, and we're able to throw out Anthony Santander. So, while we give up a single, and that gives up a run, Yadiel with the perfect throw. It's a gun down Santander, who, if he was slightly faster, could have made it through. He hates the call. And he might have gotten there. From that angle, it looked pretty bad. He might have been in there safe. Joe Ross with a slider, and that gets smashed. So, one thing I am noticing, as Yadiel will be able to make the catch, yeah, I'm not that confident in Joe Ross as a pitcher. He seems to be getting hit pretty hard. Luis Garcia's 2 for 2 with 2 perfectly hit balls, I think. And make that almost 3, slightly on top of that, but it's about the same spot as the last hit was, and he's on base again. We'll see where Soto gets targeted. You don't pitch to Soto. That ball is hit pretty hard. Oh, it's a line out. That happens so often. So Soto hits one really hard. It goes straight to the right fielder. I believe that might be Santander or Mancini. And that brings up Josh Bell. And Josh Bell gets a hold of one, but that might be caught. Oh, they're so far back that he's not able to pick that up. And we have runners at the corners now. And that's another error, but I'm not willing to go home off that. Oh, I'm underneath that ball, and that one's not going to fall probably. So we do some more damage in terms of hits, but we aren't able to get any runs across. I'm very scared of Cedric Mullins. He's a very dangerous hitter. And I don't want to walk him on base either. He is the Silver Slugger for outfield as of last year. And he sits. And we're lucky he did not swing, because that one could have been put for a single. But I'm not sure if it does. Oh, and that one's crushed. Mancini with his second single of the game. And Bell is way off of first base. If he would have been there, it could have been close at least. Okay, 1-1 count. We're going to challenge Anthony Santander. And for some reason, he wasn't looking at that. And that's a play. That can be 2. Easily, it's 2. We turn an amazing double play there. And they will bring in Jorge Lopez, who I think is a starter. He's already pitched 70 innings so far this season. Pretty high ERA. He's another righty. So they keep testing us with their righties. And Keibert Ruiz is on that. That's carrying. That's near the wall. And that baby's gone. Keibert Ruiz gets on the board with a hit in a big way. Solo shot for someone at the bottom of our order. That ball I wasn't the best in terms of placement on, but that ball 415. I think that's the second furthest hit ball so far. Or no, that might be the furthest because Soto's was like 9 or 390. And Robles gets one to hit 2, and that's another single for him. So our hitting is just, it's been here. We're going to Hall of Fame next episode. I'm not mad at it, but yeah, we're going to do that. Luis Garcia comes up, 3 for 3 on the day. I checked up. Umpire, come on. Let's go. Full. We're full on the count. I want to get the 2 runners on, please. Luis Garcia gets underneath it. That's deep, actually. It's pretty deep, but it's still technically a pop-up. Now that's going to bring up Soto, who has 4 RBIs so far in the game. I would be a little scared of Soto. And Soto rolls over on one, but that still sneaks through for a single. I was thinking about going for 3 with Robles, but that's a decent throw. I think that's from Mancini. And Soto gets his 3rd hit of the game, and technically he is a triple away from the cycle. I'm not sure where he'd get a triple here, but that ball is right up the middle, smoked by Josh Bell. Soto's gonna have to stay at second, and we're gonna send Victor home. And that's another run on the board for your Washington Nationals. 1-1 count, Nelson Cruz. He's got that 1 hit so far in the game. And that one's decently hit. It's carrying at the wall. And that's gone. That one was horribly hit from me. And that ball just keeps going. I think that one barely scraped the wall. Probably 370, something like that. Maybe 380, 385. That wasn't hit that hard, but that just kind of shows off the pure power of Nelson Cruz. And I think that's his 16th home run of the year. And now we are up 15-1. Dylan Tate with the 1-2. And I'm turning on that. That's to the wall. And that's up and gone. To right field this time. I think the first one hit there so far. And this is embarrassing for Orioles fans. And they're chanting, throw it back, because they can't really... Oh, that was a very bad swing. Alcides puts one up. Mountcastle gets there. They were chanting, throw it back earlier. And I don't know. I don't know if that's going to do anything at this point, because we are killing them. But at this point, there's really no pressure. So, I mean, I might as well debut some of the new players we got. Soto's in the bullpen. I might try him out. Oh, that ball is hit pretty hard. Soto's not going to be able to get there. We're going to rely on Victor to make a strong throw. Hopefully he does not give up a triple. We're going to throw to second. And I'm not sure who that was. That's Austin Hayes with a double. Yeah, Joe Ross is he's getting hit pretty well here. He hasn't really had electric stuff. As Josh Bell makes a catch on a nice liner. But yeah, he hasn't really had the best stuff. So that's making me rethink him slightly. And that is something I hinted at earlier when I said his field, like his whip was really not that low, but his ERA was like the lowest it's been. Luis Garcia comes back up. And Garcia, a really strong day. And that might be a double play ball. 50 speed. Not really enough. This is why I talk about having speed a lot. Because we hit into way too many double plays. I think that is our Achilles heel. Oh, good pitch from Joe. I think that's his 2nd or 3rd strikeout of the game. 1-1 count. That's right over the heart of the plate. And Mountcastle does not miss. Gone. And that's something for all the fans here. I don't know how excited you get, because now it makes it 16-2. But it is something to get excited over. Mountcastle did not miss when that sinker went over the heart of the plate. And now it's a 16-2 ball game. I think after 6 innings, if Joe Ross stays with the performance he has now, also that's so lucky. If he does not let up another run, this will be a solid performance for him. Slightly below average technically in the ERA department, but I would consider it a quality start. And he rolls over on that. And that'll be the last out for Joe Ross in this outing. Pretty solid one. Nothing to complain at. Mountcastle does get a hold of one, so that's a little boost for the personal stats. But other than that, I mean, we've still shown dominance throughout. Josh Bell puts one right down the line. That's unfortunate if you're a pitcher. And Juan Soto's turning hard. Good throw from the left fielder, but just not enough. And Soto will be standing on 3rd with Josh Bell on 2nd. Hernandez, 2 runners on, has hit 2 home runs so far this ball game. And he pokes one right over the head. That was an awful swing, but that's just one of those swings that you got to deal with. He's going to go to second. Josh Bell beats the throw home, and that is a 2 RBI, technically a double, but in reality that's a single. Soto's going to face 2 righties and a lefty, and I'm not mad at this. Urias can beat us, but if we get these 2 outs, then I won't really care. We're just looking for a start where Soto just doesn't give up any runs. Pumps a fastball. Odor pops it up, and that is 1 out for him. And I mean, his ERA is like 10, so we're just looking for like 1 inning of solid pitching from him. Maybe a strikeout or 2. That would really be ideal. Okay. We just want him to show control as well. That one's a good pitch, very weakly hit, and he gets on base. Shouldn't do that much damage, but that does bring up Ramon Urias. And like we said, he crushes lefties. And that ball should have been taken a mile, but he just doesn't swing. And that one's low. But that's all we need for an out. And Soto gets out with only allowing 1 base runner. And that one's hit really hard. And that brings up Soto. But this is insane. Soto puts a hard drive on that ball. For it being where it was, that was a good hit indeed. Okay, let's see if Soto can do his work. He's been actually hit pretty hard. That's the one thing that's not. Oh no! It gets by Victor. We just gotta stop a triple. He stops it too. Alright. So Soto gives up a base runner. Shouldn't have been that bad, but Victor was just a misplaced fielding. Okay, slider in. Mancini just looks at it. And I think I'm cool with walking. Mancini to get to Santander. And a 3-2 count. We get the chicken call. I'm cool with that. And that's why Santander pops out. And we get out of that inning with Soto. Might move on to Finnegan or someone else depending on what the lineup looks like. Okay, we're going to throw a slider because we got a lefty here. Lefty. Soto needs to make that play. That's another out. And we just need 1 more. Robinson Chirinos up to bat. And that one's pretty deep. But Robles should be able to make up the ground. And that's the 3rd out. 18-2 is your final score. And that one's nuts. Escobar Hernandez hanging out. Game ball either goes to Josh Bell or Juan Soto. Soto started that. And Bell contributed a lot. There's the homer from Soto to start this thing out. There were so many home runs there. Cesar Hernandez went dead center. And he pulled one, I believe. Yeah, too many highlights to count. Yadiel Hernandez making a cannon throw to gun out Anthony Santander. Just a lot of highlights on both sides of the ball. It's pretty nuts. And then Nelson Cruz, this one was just pure muscle, able to sneak one over the wall. And then Robles getting the final out of the game and ending the game where we scored 23 hits, 18 runs. Ross performs decently. I mean, not great, but not as bad as Jordan Lyles for the other team, giving up 7 runs in the first inning. Or 7 runs in the first 2 innings combined. Yeah, just a really crazy game. And one that should be a momentum booster for sure. So after this game that we annihilated the Orioles, we're going to go ahead and probably go to the All-Star Week, which is about in a month. Hopefully we can win this series. And Keibert Ruiz has a hitting streak. We're able to defeat the Orioles. And we win that series, so that helps us. The Rangers, we should win this one as well. Victor Robles with a hitting streak. We're able to get we lose, unfortunately, Luis Garcia. So we don't lose the series, as Paolo Espino can get a win for us going against the Pirates. We need this one. And Tyler Clippard blows that game for us. Strasburg, we need a win. Let's go. Patrick Corbin, we need one as well. And we are killing them, and we win 6-1. So after this, we're still last, but we're closer. We're closer to 500, which is the main thing here. Only 8 games under right now. And we're going to sim through this Miami series and this Philly series. And the Braves get Giovanni Gallegos for Tuki Toussaint and AJ Minter, who AJ's been performing really well, but not this well. And now the Braves beef up, which is not really good for our division. We're going to hop into this moment because this moment is really close, and we have a chance to do something here. So, Alcides is 3 for 4. That's a broken bat. You have to run that out. You have to run that out. What are you doing, Alcides? We're so lucky that that's not... Also, there were no outs in that inning. But we're so lucky that's not a double play. Because when that ball gets popped up, he immediately threw his bat down and took a while to start running. Hold on, I gotta rant. If 2 gets turned on that like ruins our chances. But now, I gotta get calmed down. Juan Soto gets brought up and has an opportunity to tie it at least or walk it off. Soto with a drive. That ball's carrying. And we're going to tag. And we're tying this ball game, baby. So for the pitching, I'm just going to quick manage it. But Soto does his job. That's a hard hit ball from Nelson Cruz. Please use your old man wheels. And we're on. 2 runners on. Nobody out. Base hit for Nelson Cruz. I would not pinch hit from Nelson Cruz. I'm not pinching you for... no, I might have to. Because Nelson Cruz, that one makes a lot of sense because he's on first. And that would be the tying run. So, Lane Thomas, you're hopping in here. We would need you to run. Cesar, you can kill Anthony Bass. That ball's turned to the wall. 17 speed. Maikel Franco's running. He gets there. That's about as hard hit as you can. Okay, Yadiel Hernandez. We need you, man. We need you. We need you to get a hit badly. That's broken bat as well, but that one's over the head. And we have 2 runners on. That was a broken bat hit. That was just pure muscle. Honestly, I mean, that's the only reason it gets out of here. Keibert Ruiz. Big clutch time situation. We spit at one in the dirt. He's gotten a single so far in this game, but he can be so much more if he just puts this one in the gap. And that one's turned. Slider just pulls it really far. He's been hitting 176 with the runners in scoring position, so I'm assuming he hasn't had too many runners in scoring position. Keibert takes one, drives it deep. That's not the best thing. We do have a runner on third now, so anything that gets through the hole scores. But now this might bring up Victor Robles in the 9 hole. Victor, we need you like we've never needed you before. You came up clutch to get on base. This one's rolled down the line. And the throw's offline. Victor scores a run off of an air. I didn't mean to swing. And we are stuck here. Okay, so we are going to bring in... Okay, we're going to quick manage. Pitching change. I don't know who's... I think Voth is a really good pitcher for us. Pop up. Fly out. Ground out. We get out of that. Now this brings up who we started the game with. Alcides Escobar. We did that weird pop-up bat break thing. And he puts one in... And it gets stopped. What a stop from that shortstop. Beat the throw. We have runners at the corners. Nobody out. Chance to walk it off. Good hit from Escobar. That will be an infield single. And Juan Soto. They walk. The base is loaded with Soto. They're so scared of Juan Soto. I think Josh Bell also has a an off day today. But they're so scared of Soto that they would rather walk to the bases loaded. And Maikel Franco with a drive. And that could have been a bases clearing double. But all we needed was one run. And Maikel Franco is that guy. He just clears the bases. He is that man. And we come back from adversity to win this game. Okay, so now we are going to go to right before the All-Star game. I think we're not going to do any more critical situations. So we're gonna grind some games out here. And then we're going to check how we're playing. Strasburg is injured, but has been doing amazing. Eric Fetty, alright. Corbin, good. Joe Ross, decent. Got shelled, I think. Espino, not best. Josiah Gray still getting it down. But that is pretty high. We would like to see it lower, obviously. I'm aiming for him to get to the 4 range by the end of the season. Gregory Soto, able to keep it. That actually goes up since we last checked. Steve Cishek, doing pretty good. Austin Voth, doing really good. Came up clutch in the 11th. Able to not allow a run. Finnegan gave up a run, so that wasn't that great. Doolittle's playing great. Tyler Clippard might need to debate getting sent down. And then Will Harris is pitching alright, but not the best for a closer, so Doolittle is now our closer. And in terms of lineups, Luis Garcia's actually, he's doing really well. 270. Alcides Escobar, I don't know if he deserves the 2 spot, so I might have to change the lineup versus righties. Soto is hitting like a demon. 336. Josh Bell 311, slightly down from where we started this episode, but still crazy. Cruz almost at 20 homers. Cesar Hernandez 250, so pretty good. Victor Robles 250, which is really good for him. He is an average 239 hitter in his career in minimal attempts. So this one is comparative to his best season so far in the MLB. Keibert Ruiz 263, cannot complain from an 8-hole hitter. Lane Thomas, that's pretty good too. So that about does it for this Washington Nationals franchise episode. If you do enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. A statistic from YouTube Studios shows that 80% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe so you are in tune for new videos that do come out. I'm going to try to upload them every week or so. So stay tuned. And I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time.